I was still on leave, and our vice president asked me if I would like to go on over to be the director of of student life.
Oh, so it was after that.
It was after that, yeah, because I was still on leave. I had been gone for like 13 months, and I came back to work, and they put me over there. I didn't know anything, but I knew how to deal with students. From everyone, all the mentors and the people that I've worked with, ACE really molded me for that. So I was ready. It was just the managing people portion that I needed to get used to, and it worked out pretty well, but it all goes back to all those people that kind of help you along the way, because it keeps you humble. Oh yeah, it does. At times you can be arrogant, because I have another job that requires me to be that other person, a little arrogant and a little intimidating, but I've earned the right to do that. Oh yeah.
Is this your security job?
Yeah, I've earned the right to do that because I've been there for 25 years, and I started out at $5 an hour, and now I make as much as, can't tell you, but yeah, because I've been there for a long time. And I've done a lot of things, and I met a lot of people, and I've been nice, and I learned a lot from individuals that are wealthy, not rich. There's a difference.
Yeah.
That are wealthy. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference, and they know what they're doing, and they're professionals, and it's nice, and it's really nice, and that's why I know how to deal with people, and that's why I'm steady all the time. I try to be the same person all the time, and treat everybody the same. Because then there are no questions. They know where you stand. It's not that you don't respect them, but I have some values, and I believe in myself, and I'm not scared of anyone.
So were these these morals and your values, would you say that they developed throughout your life, or was it learned, or would you say you learned it from somebody or from your parents or something?
When I finally got this thing screwed on straight, yeah, it started to make sense. Everything my dad was trying to instill in me, his values as far as helping people, and a lot of it came because I came out here when I was 32, and this is where all of it happened. I was like, I tell students, it's like you have a couple plants in your yard. You keep nourishing those plants, sooner or later, they're gonna flourish, and that's what happened. When I came here, I had it all, but I didn't have the confidence in myself a lot of times. And the people that I worked with didn't give me a pity party. They were tough, and you suck it up and keep on going. And they were all females, Stella especially. She's still here. She's still the same way. And a part of me, I'm like her in a way. Because I have a whole bunch of boxes of napkins and Kleenex in my office. So when the students come and cry, let's move on. I cry with you, but we're gonna move on and go the next day. We're moving. And that's why because they wouldn't feel sorry for me, and I was like, dang, you're supposed to feel sorry for me. I say that to myself, and they didn't. Those gentlemen that I spoke of, Mr. Mendez and Tony and them, and no, because they grew up the hard way in Kearney, Arizona, and little towns like that where it was tough then. Yeah, so they didn't have any pity for me, and that helped. That helped me, grow up some, because I was still, very immature, for a 32-year-old.
So I want to ask, since you brought up the example about pouring, like you just say you have a garden, like you said, pouring, plants and eventually gonna grow. But in order for that plant to actually really grow beautifully, it has to make sure it has to have good soil.
Yeah.
So how would you, I guess I'm gonna use that example for the students. So how would you make sure that their soil around them stays good?
By having a lot of one-on-ones with them and letting them know that the choices you make in life, it's not your last choice. Things will get better if you keep trying and you don't give up. That soil are those daily conversations, and me being for real and believing in that person all the time, me being the same person every day when they see me, outside when I'm talking to Travis, when I'm talking to the president of the college and they're standing there, I'm the same person. And I set the example for them. And a term that you guys say all the time, I keep it real. It's real, and I'm going to share with you some of the things that you're experiencing because I experienced them. And I have scars on my face to prove that. But at the same time, I still progressed. I was that plant that still flourished because of what I experienced. And I'm going to share that with you. I don't have to. I am, to get you to understand that you aren't the only one that goes through the trials and tribulations of life. That's life, and that I'm not just doing this because I get paid. I'm doing this because I want you and the rest of our staff, want you to progress. That's I'm gonna throw some special dirt in there, so you can at least have a foundation. And then the conversations will be the continuation of, the water. The conversations all the time. Because I'm going to ask you how you're doing, but I'm not going to ask you how you're doing academically. How are you doing at home? How's everything going? Can I do something for you? Because we have resources. Students aren't graduating nowadays because they're hungry, they don't have transportation, they don't have clothes, they don't have support at home. I don't know how many uncles and tatas or however you say it in Spanish, that I've been in the last 29 years. Yeah, tatas, I don't know, I probably use that inappropriately, but yeah, I have been that dad, and that mom at times. That's the soil, because a lot of students don't have that. And I've been doing this for a long time, so it's easy for me to recognize that.